Hey there folks, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV as Portugal. So, in the last episode we lost an inordinate amount of manpower fighting rebels in progressively stupid ways. In this episode, maybe we can get some of that back and then warify with Morocco. How's this war going for Tlemcen? They're winning. You're fighting the Ottomans and winning. How? How many troops does Tunis have? Are they just... They've got a dude. They've got Tom. Tunis has Tom against Tlemcen and Morocco. Which is like, what, 27,000 guys? Yeah. Damn it, Tunis. Seriously. I mean, they are just all hanging out over here, to be fair. As I've got Jared in there, too. They went to Jared. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, I assume we could win that war, right? Tech 7, we're on 8? Right, 9 would be another tactics level, but it's a long way away. Huh. Well, unfortunately, I'm just not sure that we can currently afford to do that war. That is very disappointing. Very disappointing. Anyway, looking at the... Holy fuzz nuggets! Leinster! What the hell? He just got eaten by Tyrone. Wow. Wow. Alright, well... I guess sometimes you go from having basically the entirety of Ireland to having none of it, so, you know, that happens. Also, speaking of things happening, on the off chance that our king can't make a baby, I mean, he is 47 already. Things are getting a little worrisome. We're probably, yeah, we're gonna end up as in a personal union under France, which is somewhat disconcerting, but it's fine. It's not a concern. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. We're fine. Savoy will transfer trade power to France. Yeah, I'm confused for many reasons, frankly, but it's fine. I'm still between France and Savoy. Okay, alright, well, yeah, so disloyal states still. I mean, out of curiosity, if I were to give them Sevilla, that would put them at 82.9%. Yeah, that's a no-go. Alright, well, you know, at least we found out. At least we know now. Where are they at in terms of rebellion? Alright, they're a long ways away. Then let's make some money, shall we? I mean, I know that we're not going to reinforce if we're not paying, but I think that's alright. Regimental camp. Yeah, that's not super what I'm looking for at the moment. Plus 93, that's so bad. 375, 330. Yeah, it looks like these 375s are just where we're gonna need to be. Galicia. Alright, let's do... Yes, it's only 250 at present. Oh. Alright, I'll put it there. I mean, it's not huge, but it is definitely something. Oh, right, tech. That reminds me. Let's move our focus back over to admin, because we basically finished off exploration right now. And yeah, we want to get through expansion, but we also want to kind of keep powering through here. And Diplotech's pretty good too, to be fair. But hitting that next idea group, just staying ahead on this stuff. Yeah, let's put the focus back over there. And we could take this tech, but I don't feel like we have to. So let's wait. Alright, Pope Man is feeling pretty good about us. Austria. I mean, do we need to make friends with Tyrone? Tyrone. Relations with France. I have some concerns, but I think overall we're going to be fine. And I say that mostly to reassure myself. Cotton in Guadalupe. Cool, cool. Cesares, Badajoz. Alright. Sure, I don't really want to claim Salamanca at the moment, I don't think. Tunis has canceled military access. Well, I guess I can see why. They don't really have any territory anymore, so that's a pretty good reason. That war's going pretty well for them. I hope they go and try to invade the Ottomans. That's a hope I have. Tell you what, let's improve relations. Alright, that doesn't take me there. Let's improve relations with our colonial nation. This is from... the access from Jared. No thank you. No thank you. I'm good. The Pope controls the Pope? It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. Any chance we could marry Muscovy? Like, at all. At all. Not really. God, we're not that far away from Hungary, though. Yeah, +5 for both being Catholic. I mean, we have the slot. We could take the chance. I don't know, we probably couldn't get... I mean, they're already married to Aragon and Austria. Probably couldn't get in on that. That said, we do just need more marriages at the moment. So, yeah, come back from France. And let's just see if we can improve some relations with Hungary and maybe get there. Geronimo's Monastery. One. Alright. Cool, so we could say it will display our glory. We spend all of our money, but we gain 20 papal influence. Or we could lose a bit of prestige. I mean, it's just money, right? Even though I'm trying to save up money. Still. Just we'll give ourselves the chance. Small chance, but a chance to get to be the one in charge. Ottomans rivaled the Mamluks. Not anything remotely resembling a surprise. Come on, Hungary. Marry me, you fool. Alright, what's the peace here? Tunis will cede quite a few provinces, actually. Yeah, they have blobbed a bit. Tlemkini blob. Alright, alright. Oh, Tunis would ally. They have regained enough trust with us that they would ally. The fools! The fools! Wait, I mean, of course, because we're great. We can't marry them, though. Which doesn't help with our other problem. Austria claimed the throne of the Palatinate. Alright, alright. Do I want this alliance? We've got a truce until '05. Kinda don't think I care, frankly. I mean, I could send a gift. Alright, I don't even have 25 gold to send them. Well, that's awkward. Definitely awkward. Well, speaking of things, Aragon, have I told you lately that you smell? Wait, no, we have a truce. Right. Right. With Morocco, we have no truce. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we could now send some ducats over to Hungary. They still have disputed succession. They do. I mean, he's only 34, to be fair. Confirm. Damn it! Alright. Alright, well. Yeah, they don't need access from us. Yeah, we're not big enough to guarantee them either. Well, poop soup. Poop soup. Alright, well, to improve relations with the Pope. Gonna go ahead and very lightly increase maintenance. Ottomans declared war on Venice. New. I mean, if I ally Tunis, no chance this would tell me. Yeah. If we were to ally. I mean, at some point in the future, we'd be interested in backstabbing them, but not presently. Sure. Who hates you anyway? Okay, alright. Wait, no, you hate Savoy. Yeah, alright. That seems fine. What's going away here? Oh, 8 natives went away. That's not ideal. Oh well. Oh, the barracks in Galicia is done. 244 per month is not the worst. Colonial governor, increased tariffs. That's also not the worst. Ah, they would marry us now. Good, good. And Austria is still a no-go on that front. Indeed. Only -3. Super against alliance. Alright, let's marry Hungary. And yeah, no. Alright. Fair enough, though. We're up to plus 30% of an heir, right? Right? No, plus 15%. Right. Well, I mean, we've got hopes. They're not great hopes, but they are hopes. Relations there. I'd rather lose prestige. Come on back. Let's go back to spying on Aragon. There we go. 40 points of each discipline. Is Murcia in Genoa? No, it's in Sevilla. Okay, alright. Yeah, they only got 1% of things. That's fine. That's not a huge deal. Yeah, I mean, we're slowly recouping. Yeah, we can build more buildings. Find a regular alliance with Austria. Okay, alright. Alright, no? Oh. Very nice. Super useful. Fish, well, could be better, but it will be okay. Alright, so we're... Are you serious? Well, I mean, we knew that this was probably the thing that will happen. So, to be clear, right, if we say go to war, we get to fight Austria and Hungary. Good old Austria-Hungary. Without our allies, right? Pretty sure that's without our allies. And I mean by allies, I mean freaking France. I mean, France does hate Austria, right? Can I call them into that war? If I can call them into the war, I'm not against saying yes. If I can't, then I cannot say anything but no. I wish I knew the answer to that. I just cannot remember whether I can or can't. Because France, I mean, France should be keen, right? That's their rival. They should have, they've got plenty of claims and stuff. I mean, they desire territory. I don't know if they have actual claims. France, yeah, they've got claims. Plenty of claims. At the same time, do we really need to be getting involved in European politics? Do we really? I mean, also, we're no longer... as unsettled. Interesting. So a noble would succeed, but we would have... issues. Okay. Oh, man. I'm debating, and yeah, I think I'm just going to say no. Like, I mean, the main reason here is we want an heir. But boy, if we can pull France into that, and have France bash their heads into Austria, is that even good for us? I mean, having France weaken themselves is good for us, but we're just going to back down. One has announced France as their new rival. Oh, right, they probably had Hungary as a rival. That would have made sense. Austria has announced Denmark as their new rival. How's Denmark doing over here? They're not doing too bad. Do they still have... They've still got both of their unions. I mean, they're not... Doesn't look like they're going to be inheriting them anytime soon. But they do still have both of them. How much do I need for another claim here? 35? Alright. That's fine. I'm improving with Savoy. Yep. Also fine. Right, if I did want to build another barracks, it'd be 250. $341, 375, 375, 375. All the way through. I have a penalty. Sure. Something like that. Why would you spy on us, Castile? We're nice people. I'm just saying. We wouldn't spy on you. Ignore all evidence to the contrary, please. Alright, let's claim... let's claim Barcelona. Cancel. I mean, if we can claim Barcelona, let's claim Barcelona. Alright, we're down to only needing 5,000 more men, so things are coming along. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to take that. So it gives us more trade power. That's a pretty significant boost for colonization rate, plus 65. And once we're able to take that that interaction with burgers again, that'll be another 10. Alright, Austria. Keep those relations nice and high. I'm not even sure I hate the idea of Austria inheriting Hungary just to counterbalance France. Like, we do have to be concerned about France, with the way they've blobbed, just getting to a point where they can screw us up by devouring us up before we get our power base in position. Okay, good. What are we talking about here? 60%? Fair enough. Burgers are down to 52%. Yeah, call that diplomat. So, when is this? July of 08. Okay, fair. Yep, so we'll do that. And... alright, we can't really do any of the rest of it, but that's fine. 39.12. Should actually then be able to give this to Sevilla. That would put them at 77.9. I think that's fine. Let me double check. So they'll be jumping up by 10% in 15 on 3. They'll be dropping down by 15 in 98. So yeah, that should be fine. And that'll give us a little more, just a little bit more control here. Alright, fair enough. You go to the burgers. And yeah, now we should be getting more money from trade and everything else. Good deal. Client of the merchant class. Who's 10 influence. Okay. Alright. Austria declared war on the Ottomans. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Son is allied to Lemkin. Alright. Huh. I mean, Pope, basically every year. I mean, we are Catholic. Alright, and we're on 3 of 5. Right, fair enough. We don't have that. We don't have that marriage anymore. True. Right, but there's no way that they would ally us because, yeah, Savoy, Aragon, just a combination of things, really. Tlemcen's claiming things, another barracks is done. Almost 250 per month. That's kind of respectable, sort of. What is our current mission? Alright, accumulate money. Well then. I guess we can more or less give that a go. When England, keep the relations high with England, whom we could marry. Whom we could marry. Yeah, that's not too much of a war, actually. Oh wow, that's just a terrible event. Political crisis, we could lose legitimacy or stability. Well, losing legitimacy is bad, but I'm gonna do that instead. So I think more or less we're okay. Oh, I'm glad I didn't ally England right through there. That would have been foolhardy. Cleves, Circassia, the Palatinate. Yeah. Still 7 years at a time. Florentine school, so we would lose some power and a bunch of ducats. But another +1 yearly prestige is pretty good. I do like prestige. Alright. I'm keen. I'm the commander. Wait, no. Alright. Throughout Portuguese colonization, the salary for officials was only a token sum. It was assured that any important position would allow for the person appointed to gain huge personal wealth. Interesting. So we say every man makes his own fortune. We gain corruption, but until the end of the game we get +10 settler increase. Or we could demand less corruption and have increased tariffs. I mean, I really like settler increase. We'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. And that's going to be eating up like a huge chunk of our money, right? Actually, not nearly as bad as I thought. Okay, fair enough. What if I cranked it like all the way? Alright, we'll just say we'll get rid of it in a year. That'll work. Diplomatic moves has gone away. Okay, okay. Also fine. And speaking of fine, Morocco sent England a gift. Speaking of fine, I think this is a fine time in the episode. I thank you folks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot that happened here, but hopefully coming up soon is we're almost even on manpower. Anyway, hope to see you then, folks.